Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. Shaky here with another video. And today, this video is quite different than my other videos. I'll be reacting and analyzing and breaking down the gameplay of Black Myth Wukong, a game being developed by a Chinese studio. It's running on an Unreal Engine 4. And it's being developed for PC, PS4, and Xbox One, most likely. But I have no information if it has any upgrades for the PS5 and Xbox Series X. They currently don't have any release date for the game. Probably they will have a PS5 in the Xbox Series X versions. I'll try my best to analyze and find any details of the gameplay and tell you about it. And tell me in the comments down below if I miss anything. But if you want to watch the video without my commentary and hear the sounds of the video itself, I put a link in the description linking to the video itself if you want to watch it without my commentary. Let's start. 1, 2, 3. Game science. That could be the studio name of the studio. It's quite impressive. You'll see. This is all being rendered with a PC, but look at the detail of the textures. They say this is an indie game, but it really can rival any AAA, in my opinion. And when we see the gameplay, it really does rival any AAA high-budget games. Our character is a mythical creature, probably the Monkey King. Now, I have no idea what's the story exactly, but it's intriguing for me. It's mysterious. It's enough for me to attract me into seeing the game, and after seeing the gameplay, I really want to play this game definitely when it comes out. I'll pay full price to support the studio itself. This game is still being in mid-development, so many of these things will change some things. See, they'll tell you here. So this is not the final product, but this is more the concept, the idea, how the game is. But they made a lot of the assets, so it's still far in development. That's quite impressive. So I can't imagine what's the final product would be. Didn't find any pop-ins or frame rate drops with this game, so it's impressive. If you see, we can play as an insect, flying around, avoiding enemies. Our character can transform into multiple types of forms, not just an insect. And we don't see any UI here, but we'll soon see. See here? Now I'm going to explain some of the UI here. We have here 3 bars, one for health, the white. The blue one is for abilities, for these 4 here. And the yellow one is for stamina. We're used to green with the From Software games, but it's yellow here. Now we're going to see what, seeing the combat itself, the bars, how they react. And we have here a silhouette of our character doing a pose. This is most likely the fighting style. We have there's multiple fighting styles in this game, and a Chinese word as well. Now I'll tell you this after a few moments when we get to the point where we see when the when the player uses this. Now after he transforms in his normal form, boom. If you notice here, this we can't use this ability again until it recharges, but we definitely know that this is an ability. Transforming into the insect does consume something, so we can't. You have to wait until we can use it. Now we'll see some combat attacking the enemy. if you notice, the to transform into an insect take a few. It's going to take a while until it recharges. Oh, see. Now he uses an ability where you can freeze the enemy in his place, but it consumes this part of the left ability. This one will recharge quite fast, faster than this one, since this it's gonna. We will be able to use it multiple times in a battle in a single moment or few seconds, but it will consume the blue bar, so you can't constantly use this ability all the time. You will run out of the blue stuff and you won't do it. So you're not completely invincible and overpowered. You have some limitations. But also the yellow, the stamina, every time you attack, dodge, sprint, it will consume that. So you have some limitations. You have to keep your guard up and try to play it smart and don't overdo it. Now he freezes the enemy in his place. It's taken a while to. The effect is very effective here, right? Oh, you can throw his staff as well. Cool. Oh, see here? He changed the silhouette into a different fighting style. Now, why he changed it is because, let's see. Oh, we can deflect arrows. This could be we can only use this ability while in this fighting style. This is what we call a mini boss. This is more powerful than the regular enemies. I believe we're gonna fight many types of mini bosses in this game, and many main bosses. But I have no idea if they are optional or if everything is mandatory. And the final product we'll get to see. Oh, you see that? He used another ability. This one's right on top and does consume of the some of the blue bar, but it does a shield, and he used it right before he attacks him to do somewhat of a parry. If you notice here. Ooh, destructible objects. Now we changed his fighting style. So fire can hurt us. Well, if you notice here, it's not taking that much damage. This could be just for just making it easy for them to play the game. This is not representative of the final product, so they might actually add the effects of flame attacking you over time. So this is all conceptual. It doesn't represent the final experience. Oh, apologies. This does not represent the final experience. They might change some things, make it even harder. I hope it has some good balance between difficulty and challenge, not making it too hard, but making it fair and give us some challenge. Let's continue. Ooh, we can do that. We can dodge, but I don't see if we have any blocking besides that shield. Oh, if you notice, he changed another type of fighting style. I currently saw only 3 types. This one looks like we do more thrusts. Dodge. Maybe when he dodges, there's a few frames of invincibility. But I can't actually confirm that, but it just looks like that, how it works. Oh, if you notice, if you do actually, I've told you before that if you do exactly at the same time or before he attacks, you do a parry, he was stunned, or just a few frames, he just stood there, to give us an opening to attack him. Now, see, this is a thrust style of gameplay. He's going to take his staff, but he takes it. But look exactly down below. See here? There's a new word right down there. 2 now. Oh, what does that even mean? You'll see. He took his staff. Now, oh, this is a good. I want to show you this. You remember that they destroyed this object, right? Now, there's not just destructible objects. There's also right here. Even even small objects still have some physics in place. You still still do some interact with them in multiple ways. So it's I don't know. It's just I like that detail in this game. Most likely we won't be able to destroy everything, but just enough to give us just a good on feeling. We continue. Apologies if I pause it a lot of time. He transforms into an insect again, but this time there's a timer. We did not see this in the beginning. That's because it's most likely that this is just this is just a teaser of what the actual game is. This doesn't truly represent the game in the final game itself. But it looks like we use the insect for stealth mostly. I have no idea if we can use our normal form as a for stealth missions. Oh, but I have to tell you here, this insect is it's going through rocks and that. This is a tight space. I have no idea what happens if you transform into your normal form while in this part of the if you're flying over this part, because if he transforms into his normal form, I'm concerned he will just float in the air. The glitch where you will be floating in the air sometimes. That's that's because of the developers did not count that the players might come to a problem where they go through walls or floating, and sometimes some of the problems you get when playing certain types of games. I'm quite concerned about this because this insect, they're giving us more freedom where we traverse with this insect form, and I'm just telling you this because just to tell the developers if they watch my video and understand English, to also to do some testing and do some precautions before they release the game. Hopefully they do fix this, or they manage to fix it. Hey, look, it's the guy from Toy Story, the baby head. He managed to get a new body, still having the same haircut, but with beard. I'm just joking. But the haircut does remind me of the baby head from Toy Story 1. Sid's toy. I don't know if this fella is a foe or a friend, or even just neutral. Cannot read Chinese. Hopefully, when they release the game, they manage to translate the subtitles so I can understand what everything means. Our character can run and also jump. That's cool. It's always nice having jump in games, and it would be nice if we can use it in combat. I don't know if you notice here, he zoomed. I don't know if that's more scripted, depending on which chapter of the game you are in, and depending on the level itself, or this is an option we can use. Oh, he's charging his attack, attacking multiple types of and multiple enemies, a crowd. So it's not going to be just one-on-one. Sometimes we're going to fight multiple enemies at the same time. Ooh, You can jump. Wow, look at that, we transformed. But just let me show you this part right here. Look at the right side. When he transforms, see, exactly there. Again. I'm sorry if I pause multiple times, just I want to show you. Exactly there, he consumes this ability to transform into a different form. But if you remember, he defeated a flame staffed enemy, and there's still a slot for that. Now this means that this character here, this form, is a enemy we fought before, and we now have the ability to transform into that form. And there's a timer here and a health bar, but there's no blue bar or a stamina bar, so we can use all the abilities until all this form's abilities and skill and attacks, but in a certain time there's a time limit for this. That's nice. There might be multiple types of transformations we're gonna get. Don't know what's the exact number, but having a variety of transformations will be nice. See, another zoom. Don't know if it's scripted. Don't know. If we have the ability to zoom for either purposes of looking much closer to things, or they're gonna give us the ability to throw projectiles besides our staff, maybe other things. We'll see in the future. Ooh. Oh, big boss. But if you see here, he gets a title. I believe this is his name. And a red bar, red thing here. This indicates that this is a main villain, or much more significant boss than the other one. The other one we faced, the flame-speared or staffed enemy, is most likely a mini boss and optional boss. But this one is more mandatory, that we must defeat this one. Oh. Cool. Can dodge. See, it didn't hit him when he dodged it. So there is a few frames of invincibility. Oh, he managed to parry it with his special ability of block. Oh, but he stopped him, correct? But if you remembered, when he stopped the other enemy, the effect lasted very enough time to do some damage and recharge an attack. But let me show here. This is a large enemy. When he does this ability, see, it doesn't. The effects doesn't last that long. So it's more depending on the type of enemy you're facing. Unknown if it's the difficulty of the enemy or the size of the enemy. That you'll get to see if the effects last much longer, more effective, or less effective. Now, I don't know if this part here is all physics. Most likely it could be. It's nice having some particle effects showing the true strength of this enemy, that he's very formidable. If you notice here, it didn't work to block him. Now I don't know if this is because he did it quick. He did the shield thing too quick. I mean, or is it because he did a much more stronger attack? He's going to use a new ability here. Oh, cool. But this one is for the fourth one, okay? Now, so we have the ability to call upon double gangers and attack our enemy. Now I don't know if this is all if we can have the ability to change different types of abilities. In the menu, change rather than having a shield, we want a dash. Rather than freezing the enemy, we want to do a force push, similar to the Star Wars, force pushing them. And this one having different magic ability. I don't know, but we'll get to see in that in the future. But that's just one idea, some of the ideas that could happen. Let's continue. So they're attacking, dealing damage. They're not dealing that much damage if you're doing the damage yourself. But, see, we transformed into this character that we defeated before. But let me prove to you that the other transformation is also here. Look. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, exactly. See? Now, this indicates that the other transformation is actually a different, another enemy that we've defeated, or the player defeated, that we will defeat and be able to transform into that form. But if you notice here, this character will have different moves. But if you notice right here, the time limit is even longer. I don't know if we have the ability to upgrade our character to be able to last longer, or this is more depending on different types of forms. So the other form is larger, deals more damage, and also large area of damage as well. This might be less because this one deals less damage, but it's quite fast. But it doesn't do an area of damage. That could be the reason. But if you also notice that our before we transformed, right here, our health was low. When we transform into this character, our health gains back to normal, to full health. I mean. Ooh, we defeated him. Now I don't know if we get to have the ability to transform into him. If you notice that to transform he must take their weapon, but here I don't know, because the other transformation, the big brute, he managed to transform into him, but I didn't see any weapons. He wasn't even holding anything. This could be how he gains the ability to transform, by killing them, or now before we continue, or is it just he's just going to try to kill this beast? That's all. But let's see. Another staff. Who is it? Different staff as well, not like yours. What? The Monkey King. This actually does look more like the Monkey King himself. If you notice, I'm not noticing the tail here. Something is, it doesn't appear all the time. And I could try to explain things, try to give you my theory, but let's not. Just let's wait for the story itself to see. But if you look here, a different type of enemy, a reptile, lizard, and having its own moves. This could be another transformation, or just a regular enemy or something. We'll see. A beetle enemy as well. Ooh, we go to sand areas and a big guy as well. Flames all around. There's going to be a variety of things we'll get in this game, and I'm really excited for this. And this is still in mid-development. Imagine that. So what's gonna be the final product itself? The Monkey King giants. What? Now, if you look here, it's like we are controlling the character. Now, I'll try to give you my theory. This is the same character that we're gonna play the protagonist. But I think he saw a vision before he would kill. He was trying to kill this beast. but did not. He's seen a vision or something. That could be the reason, but this is a gameplay analysis. This is not a story a theory thing for this game. Let's wait for the game itself. Oh, we'll be we're gonna fight multiple enemies, groups, large groups, being powerful and having the ability to have our staff be longer as well. Cool. So there will be some segments being very powerful in that. Black Myth Wukong. I am quite excited for this game. I will wait until they announce any more information about the game and when will it release. I've tried to look up when it's gonna release. They said that it's gonna be released when they're happy with it. So they didn't give window date for this game, but it does give me some confidence that they will release a polished and well-made game before a very polished, well-made game. So we won't worry about any bugs, and if the game doesn't deserve our money, I think it will. And yeah, this is the video itself. I hope you liked it. I hope I managed to help you see some things that you didn't see before. And yeah, please comment down below about this video if I missed anything in the commentary as well. And please tell me if I should make another video about Wukong Black Myth Wukong, I mean, or other videos reacting to reacting to other gameplay videos as well and analyzing itself. This was my first video, and please comment if it was good or should be even better than this. Thank you for watching the whole video. It means a lot to me. And yeah, thank you. Thank you. Have a good day. Have a good night. Bye.